is me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. They come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my my face, stay in your place, play your position, become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need.
I was fucking out of focus. Golly.
What's up, guys?
Okay, cool. Get my camera back focused there. All right, man. What is going on, guys? What is going on? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is the first Notorious Unscripted of the new era. As you can see, a little, like I told you guys, man, a little freshened up look, a little cleaned up look here going on, and a brand new logo, man. A refreshened logo. Obviously, you can see the mic is a lot more cleaner than it was before. And some new lettering, man. So, hope you guys do enjoy that, man. I hope you guys do enjoy the new look of the layout, man. But what the hell is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. This is episode 133. Of Unscripted. If this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how the show works. Every Monday we are on here with Notorious Unscripted. Every Friday we are on here with the news and for the Big Five for AEW and the Big Five for WWE and occasional other pay-per-views that we feel excited enough to come on here for, to be here with you guys for. We are live with those two. Speaking of that, if you guys did miss not only this past Wednesday's news, there was a special edition of news on Wednesday. Obviously, it's normally Friday, 4 p.m. Central. But if you guys did miss the news and the Revolution 2022 official show review, man, from last night, we finished an AEW pay-per-view at like 10:40, maybe like 11 o'clock, so it was very nice. And overall, it was a very good show. It was a very good show from Revolution that AEW put on. But yeah, man, if you guys did miss that, both of those are available on all platforms for you guys, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here every Friday, 4 p.m. Central, for the news and for the Big Five for AEW and WWE, plus some other special events. Join us right after the show goes off the air, man. So with that, man, if this is your first time watching, guys, have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video. And it is in either mine or Sakay's social media pages, man. So with that, the Notorious Heels, my bad. With that, there is 8 beautiful designs you guys can get for yourselves, man. Available in more than just a t-shirt, man. You have the Chicago flag design, the Chicago skyline design, the base logo design, the Riddler-inspired IWC's Best Kept Secret design, the scratch logo, the only community that matters, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired shirt, and the 8 of these designs available in more than just t-shirts, man. Hoodies, tank tops, youth, regular t-shirts, whatever you guys want, man. It is available for you guys on the merch shop. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Sakay's social media pages, man. with that, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. Going good. Well, besides the fact that the USA app doesn't work today for some reason, so I wasn't able to watch Raw, actually. I tried watching it on, those wrestling, stream websites. Never fucking works. Those websites never fucking work for me. So, was able to, catch a little bit of that first hour, but I had to refresh it every 30 seconds in order to keep the live stream up. It was horrible, man. So I just wasn't able to watch the rest of the show, man. So that's very annoying. But other than that, I had a great day, man. Shit was chill, man. And everything was normal, man. Everything was normal. Usually, Durante's here to ask whether he'll be here soon or on the replay, man. How's life? How's the family? Family's good, man. The life's good. Or life's good, the family's good. What about you, Durante, Logan, everybody in chat? How are you, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just coming off what was a pretty cool weekend, man. Nice Revolution Day. Great show, hanging out with the guys, so that's always nice, man. But yeah, man, other than that, nothing too
Hell
much,
yeah.
man. Just relaxed today. Watched Monday Night Raw, so yeah, that was about it. Overall, I did enjoy Monday Night Raw. I think it was a good episode. I kind of feel that there was a little bit of a sense of urgency for Triple H to put on a very good show, being that the man himself was in the TD Garden. He was in the arena in Boston, so I feel Triple H tried to do the best he could with trying to put on the best show he can, just to kind of let this old fucker know that he is not needed here anymore, man.
Yeah, man, that news was definitely crazy, and I can't wait to really get into that on Friday and see how it evolves, how it is from what we know today to what we'll probably know on Friday about everything, man. But that is very interesting and pretty fishy for me, man. Like, the perceived reason, we all know, but that seems like a cover-up reason to stake it out, see what he wants to change and shit. So that's always a worrying, man. You texted us when then that news first dropped. So it begins, and I think that is true, man. I think that fire, well, not fire, kind of a negative fire in a way. It'll burn down the fucking company, um, into Saudi Arabia's hands. Um, but that fire, I think, has started, man. So it's definitely worrying, man. It definitely is.
Absolutely. We all know this is how Vince McMahon loves to do things. He loves to be back. He loves to do things with little to no worry at first and gradually make his way to the point where it's just a fucking disaster. And I mean, the saying is true. The saying is true, man. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
Vince McMahon being around is not a good sign. Because, like I said, if you start seeing him around, again, where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's, you may see the smoke now, but, as the fire grows bigger and bigger, you're eventually going to have to start and see that. You're eventually going to see that too. So, I hope it doesn't get to that point, but if we're being honest with ourselves, it's the inevitable. We're all, as professional wrestling lovers, we are all doing our best to be excited for WrestleMania because it genuinely is an exciting time. Triple H's first WrestleMania, and he's doing a pretty good job so far. We're excited about it, but if you're looking at what happens after WrestleMania, things do look exciting if Triple H stays in the chair, but you also have to take into consideration, you have to be real with yourself and take into consideration that he could just be keeping that fucking pen warm, man. And it sucks. Uh, yeah, it sucks, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It's very worrying. And it's just, it's the news you never want to see, man. And I think it's just going to get greater and greater from here. But I hope not, man. I hope not. But yeah, if I'm a betting man, that's what I would put my money on, man. And I hope I would lose all that money. But I don't think I will.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So, just a brief rundown of AEW Dynamite, man. I mean, all of this stuff is kind of pointless to talk about at this point, being that Revolution happened, so nothing really happened on there that nothing really happened on Dynamite that we didn't kind of cover in some way, shape, or form for Revolution. Show opened up with Orange Cassidy versus Big Bill. He scored his 20th win in a row, apparently. How many wins can you get to in a row where I just don't give a fuck? That is the run Orange Cassidy is on right now at the moment, I guess. He's okay, well, fine. You
Dude,
beat Big Bill. Oh boy.
like, literally, bro, you're beating these fucking random ass people, man. I gotta say, man, when Orange Cassidy is solo, he could be good. And he could be really
Oh yeah.
entertaining, man. But AEW and these fucking marks overhype the absolute fuck out of that fucking guy, man. Um, man, he's good, but he ain't nearly as good as people like project him to be, man. And it's really one of those things where the more they push the guy and the more fans like eat it up, the more I dislike the guy.
So yes, I definitely see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying here, and it's kind of funny to me. I don't want to compare these two, but it's very true and it's very hypocritical of the AEW people. So Orange Cassidy gives you a handful of good matches in a year, right? Like last year, the amount of classic matches that he put on, I could count on one hand. And if going even further, there's one match, there's one Orange Cassidy match that you look at last year and say, holy shit, that was a fucking banger. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what match I'm talking about. It was so good, I don't even have to tell you guys the name of the match, but I will anyway for the people that are fucking stupid. But it's Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay, right? So it's funny because a lot of AEW people continuously hype him up, and they talk about this man like he is fucking Kenny Omega. So my thing is, it's funny to me because I always see and I don't want to compare these two, but I hope you guys understand my point. So when you look over to WWE and you see Dolph Ziggler losing, he's a loser, right? Everybody knows Dolph Ziggler, man. He's the fucking lifer, right? Everybody knows Dolph. AEW fans sometimes jump down a WWE's fan's throat for saying that, I still care about Dolph Ziggler. I think Dolph Ziggler is great. Whether you care about Dolph Ziggler or not is your choice. I'm not here to tell you who's right or wrong there. But my point in this is, you can't tell somebody you cannot tell somebody not to like somebody, because I was seeing it a lot today after Dolph got fucking buried by Omo. You cannot tell somebody that Dolph Ziggler, that they cannot care or think Dolph Ziggler is a great fucking talent when you like Orange Cassidy, because Orange Cassidy and Dolph Ziggler, not to compare the two, but like, they're great. You know what I mean? They're great. You may not like them You may not like the way they're being
But they,
booked, but they're fucking great. They're great, but you can't sit there and kind of fans do shove Orange Cassidy down a lot of people's throats. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying and my point by that. You know what I mean?
guy's good. I like him,
Yeah.
but he's not as good as fans can say he is sometimes. And like you said, it's kind of the opposite with Dolph Ziggler. They most fans know he's good in the ring. Most fans will realize that. But people kind of undermine him because he's so booked so badly. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, my point in that, is how good can you really try to push for somebody? How good can you really try to push for somebody when they really only give you a handful of good content a year? You know what I mean? Like with Orange, like with Orange is like, yes, we know he's good, but you guys cannot sit here and tell me he's fucking intriguing television. You know what I mean? Like for Dolph Ziggler, you can't fucking sit here and tell me that the guy is fucking intriguing, because you don't really get too much you don't really get too much productivity out of him. As you know, Orange Cassidy, like I said, the guy really only gives you a handful of good stuff out of the year, man, and it's a little annoying to see sometimes people talking about the guy like he's Kenny Omega, and half the year he sits around, he makes you almost forget all about a championship, yet he gets praised, and these are the same people that
Yeah, exactly. Because that AEW fan argument, that AEW argument that they don't like Bray Wyatt is because, about story and the universe is overcomplicated and whatnot. Do I want?
Okay. I apologize for that, Wyatt. What am I talking about? Well, that's what I was talking about. I apologize for the Wi-Fi issue. But like I was saying, in that sense, did you catch what I said about Orange Cassidy and Orange Cassidy and Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, I was talking during that.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So, like I was saying, as AEW fans, you can't really be telling people that they can't, that they, well, sorry, as AEW fans, it would be the same. It would be the same as saying that it would be the same as WWE fans constantly trying to tell you how great Dolph Ziggler is when the guy has not been relevant since 2016. Is he fucking good? Yes, we know he's good. They're all fucking good. The majority of them are fucking good, but you know, when they only give you a handful of intriguing television throughout the year, I mean, it gets a little ridiculous. And then that brings me to a guy like Danhausen and Bray Wyatt and AEW fans being completely hypocritical. You do not like Bray Wyatt because you think his gimmick and his universe is oversaturated. Meanwhile, Danhausen describes his gimmick as Conan O'Brien as a vampire? How the fuck does that make any sense?
And for a group of fans who have so much ADHD, they have to see a match 24/7. That man never fucking wrestles. Where's your intrigue in his ass? If all you care about is matches. Because his gimmick ain't interesting. It's not. We haven't heard an ounce of information about his gimmick. He just shows up like this 24/7. He doesn't do anything. So why do you love him, but you just fucking despise Bray Wyatt? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
It really makes zero sense. It really makes zero fucking sense. But yeah, man. So that was that. We got some real nice storytelling from Daniel. Jeez, I'm on it. Fucking the last couple days, dude. Bryan Danielson and MJF. He told MJF something like, "No wonder why your fiance left you," or something like that. I was like, "Damn," but it really was, man. It really was. So, yeah, man. The House of Black. Speaking of storytelling, the Elite, with the 1 week of build that they had, they did this really intriguing angle. Really fucking intriguing and captivating as well. This is something of a Sami Zayn and Bloodline-esque story going on here with the Elite and the House of Black. So this is what happened. So the Elite were standing on the stage doing their entrance, and the House of Black came out. They cut the lights off, and when the lights turned back on, they were holding the trios titles, and the Elite was laid out.
Sami who?
Bro, I'm telling you. Yeah, so that was about the only storytelling we got for this feud, man. So it's funny because Tony Khan was on the media scrum saying that he wanted to do a lot more with this feud, but it was because of Kenny's visa issues that they didn't.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny.
Didn't you? Mm-hmm.
That's funny because if my memory serves me correctly, Kenny was back for a minute, and they were facing Top Flight and AR Fox in random matches for a nice 2-week period that they could have told a story over like the span of a month at least.
Yeah, and even though you might not have Kenny, you have both of the Young Bucks and all 3 members of House of Black. You don't even really need Kenny there every week to tell a decent story. Just get into a story. Because Kenny literally said he doesn't care about a story right now. Embrace it.
Exactly.
Say you were wrong.
Which is even funnier because the House of Black at the same time did not have Buddy Murphy. Wow. Look at that. You got Brody, Malachi, Matt, and Nick. You could have told a decent story there with the pieces that you had. It's not like one of the members of each group is there. You have 2 at least. Come on, man. Come on. This ended up being a banger of a match, as we all know, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse for AEW to get out of telling a good story. Because
that feud was lame. That feud. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm gonna hold them to it because I know they're better than that. We've seen it with our own 2 fucking eyes, man. They can tell some fucking amazing stories, man.
Exactly. I mean, the elite are still involved in the overall story of the company in Hangman Page and his rise, win, fall, and what's going to be re-rise with the Young Bucks. Why can't you tell shit like that with the House of Black? Come on, bro. Come on. The feud, quote unquote, was very disappointing, man, but it did have the right outcome, like we discussed last night. And those images that they took and released today of the House of Black with those titles, that shit heat, man. I can't wait to see what these creative storytellers can do with those titles, man. I can't wait.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. So, uh, that was that. Will Hobbs ended up winning the Face of the
What's up,
Revolution ladder
Durant? How
match.
you doing?
Yo, what is up, Durante, man? What's going on? How are you, man? How are you? So Will Hobbs won the Face of the Revolution ladder match, and honestly, I feel that is what that is what this AEW show Revolution was missing. I really would have liked a nice ladder match to really kind of set the pace for the show. I thought it could have been really nice. I thought it could have been a really nice addition to the show, but they didn't go that way for whatever reason, man.
Definitely, man. I think it could have helped the flow of that show a lot. It could have started it off hot and continued from there, man. And I think it would have made Will Hobbs look better in the end because we all know he's going to lose on Wednesday. We all know he's going to lose the match. And that's okay. People can lose. I mean, it's kind of annoying that he just came back and he's got to lose again. But in that situation, it's not that bad. It wouldn't even be, it would be less bad if he won that title shot last night and he'll lose on Wednesday, but people are mainly still thinking about his great showcase on Sunday. I kind of, shoveling off that loss, man. So I think it would have helped everybody in this case if they put that ladder match on Sunday.
Definitely, definitely, dude. So, yeah, man. Yes. The ladder match was pretty good. The ladder match was pretty good, man. Poor Will Hobbs had to stand on the very top of the ladder. He had to stand on the very top of the ladder. Literally, bro.
Did you,
Mhm.
did you see the video of him fucking climbing down that shit after the show went off air?
I actually didn't.
Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious. He fucking gave the brass ring to the fucking refs and it was fucking going down so slow. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I can only imagine how the fuck do you move when you're just standing on that. I mean, like, oh man, God, I felt so bad for him, man. I felt so bad for him. Man, ooh. I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, why can't he reach this fucking brass ring? The fucking, there was a, ladder leaning on the ropes from the outside. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know why he didn't just bring that one in the ring, but he wanted to use the broken ass ladder, and all the refs had to sit there and hold it for him. So that was that.
Oh
And
my god, and MJF eat pickles last night on that fucking media scrum was fucking hilarious.
oh
That
my
shit
god.
was fucking amazing.
And then
Had the
Tony Khan is just a gem on those media scrums, dude. Dude,
he's
every single
fucking
fucking
dagger,
media scrum, he's just staring around. He's just
fucking drinking all weird and shit.
Tony is such a fucking gem, man. He is so funny on those
So
media
awkward.
scrums, dude. Yes, he
So true.
is. He is the most awkward person I have probably ever seen in my entire life. But yeah, man. So uh, yes, poor Will Hobbs, man. You know, as he was reaching for the brass ring, I'm like, damn, why doesn't he just fucking grab it? And then it's like every time he would go to grab it, it's almost seemed like it would get higher until he was standing on the complete top of the ladder and grabbed it and was just standing there like a fucking statue, just trying so hard not to move. It was funny, man. It was funny. But
It really was, man.
yes, so Hobbs wins the match, man, as Commander had a really cool spot in here where he fucking walked the top rope. He fucking walked it and then did some flip onto everybody. It was really sick, man. But overall, it was a really good
It's
match.
awesome. Definitely, man. Definitely. I really would have loved to see that on Sunday, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And then other than a Christian Cage, John Moxley, and Adam Page promo, that was really it, except for the main well, no, it wasn't the main event. Orange Cassidy and Danhausen won the Battle Royale to be the fourth team, as we all know, and put on probably the match that I am least interested in, that I will probably be least interested in all year.
Oh, literally, bro. Fucking. Man, if there was a category, I don't think we need to make this a category, but if there was a category for lamest worst match of the year, that would be on it. Easy.
Oh my god.
That shit was, it just happened. That literally, we were waiting for that match so we could take a little power nap. All of us. Watching that fucking pay-per-view. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. And that was pretty much it for AEW. That was pretty much it for AEW for the week. And like I said, the Revolution review is available for you guys on all platforms, man. So if you guys did miss that, you guys can now hear us talk all about yesterday's Revolution pay-per-view, man. Very good show, man. Very good show. So if you guys want to hear us talk about that, you can hear us on all platforms now, man. So yeah, man, that was pretty much the week for AEW, man. That was pretty much the week for AEW. Like I said, most of the talking is now out of the way because of the Revolution review, man. So, on SmackDown, Dominic just messed with Ray more. Cody and Roman had their first faith-to-faith. That was pretty good. That was pretty good stuff. My only gripe with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns' story needs to be about Cody. The story needs to be about Cody, and I know Dusty is ingrained in the story, but sometimes I feel we hear about Dusty a little too much in Cody's story. I don't think that, Cody is the star here. You know what I mean? Cody is the guy going for the world championships. Cody is the guy we want to see win a world championship. You know what I mean? This story is his, man. This story is his. It's really Sami Zayn's, but it's his. It's Cody's story, and he's the guy that we're all intrigued in, man. And I feel we hear a little too much of Dusty, in my honest opinion.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It's kind of it's definitely too much Dusty, man. I mean, we get it. That's why you want the championship. But like, present it as you want it. Because the way he fucking talks, doesn't even sound like Cody wants it. He's just doing it because it's a legacy that he wants his family to have. I want you to be the world championship. I want to be the world champion. I want you to want that championship. Not that your dad wanted it and he couldn't, he never won it, so you're gonna go win it for him. Yeah, that's an element. that shouldn't be the premise of the story, and it's a little annoying. I can't lie.
Yeah, they're trying, they're trying to get in Cody's head, and they're going with that story. So yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing about this face to face. Logan says it's not the way Cody talks. Cody doesn't even bring up Dusty half the time. That's the thing here. That's the thing here is in the beginning of this face to face, I loved it. I loved it. Like, the story here needs to be Roman Reigns is looking down on Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns should feel on God mode right now. I mean, think about the story of Roman Reigns, and this is what I like about them doing the Sami match at Elimination Chamber. Who was the guy that was supposed to beat Roman Reigns in a perfect world? Who beats Roman Reigns? Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns beat Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns should be on peak cockiness right now in terms of if he couldn't do it, he was in the bloodline and he couldn't even do it. So if it can't be him, there's no fucking way it can be this AEW guy, this indie guy, this guy who is beneath me. That should be the story. Make fun of Cody. Make fun of him being Stardust. Make fun of him, fucking being horrible in his first WWE run, or at least certain parts of it. Make fun of him. Make fun of him having to run away from booze in AEW. There's so much shit about Cody Rhodes you can talk about. And what does Roman do? He talks about how he was, taught from not only his family but Dusty as well, and he talked about, and they did the angle again where Roman is the son that Dusty always wanted.
Like, what? Like, that just sounds stupid. No, fuck you're not. And like you said, there's so much history with Cody Rhodes that's way more genuinely interesting and funny you could talk about. Shit on the fact that he tried to take over the fucking Bullet Club and failed. Joke about the fact that he was nothing but a reality TV star and fucking left the company because he fucking was a little crybaby. Shit like that, bro. Bring up his daughter. Talk shit about the next generation of his family. Tell Cody he's gonna fail like his father did, and that his daughter is gonna fail like he does, or some shit. Be an asshole, man. Dusty is just so easy, and they're really taking the easy way out with the Dusty thing.
Yes, and especially with Roman Reigns. I mean, you have a perfect premises for Roman Reigns to sit there and say, when I was in your position, when I was running around this company trying to please everybody, all they did was boo me. And what did I do? I stood in the middle of this ring, and now I have everybody throwing up fucking ones. I know he's a heel, but still, and what he could say to Cody is, when you tried to be the good guy and stand in your house, AEW, when they started booing you, when the going got tough, you left. So does hard time breed better men, or does hard time make you run away?
Exactly. Because, I mean, he fucking ran away. He literally ran away from his problems, man. Talk about that. Make fun of him for that.
That is a hard fucking line, and I literally just came up with that on the fly.
Exactly. Hard times, I mean, they breed better men, but Cody kind of just fucking ran, like you said, he fucking ran from that shit. He literally ran away from AEW.
Have Roman Reigns bring out a fucking replica Intercontinental Championship one week and tell him this is his match at WrestleMania or something like that. I mean, fucking have some fun with it, man. Make fun of his fucking lisp or something. I don't know what you gotta do, but yeah, man. I mean, have Roman Reigns say stuff like that, man. Does hard times really breed better men, or does hard times make a man like you run away? Meanwhile, fucking, and then, play on the fact that Roman Reigns was hated, and even though now he's a heel, you look out into that crowd and everybody's throwing their fucking ones up. So, I mean, do stuff like that, man. I don't really want to see I don't really want to see the continuous, dusty stuff. I think if you make fun of Cody storyline wise, I think that would be a better way to get into Cody's head, because we all know Cody Rhodes has a big ego about himself. We know, and whether, make fun of that stuff, whether it's right or wrong. I mean, nobody, hey, at the end of the day, nobody's mad that he left AEW, you know what I mean? So it's like, bring this stuff up anyway. It's all lighthearted, it's not like,
It's not like he actually hates his ass, you know what I mean?
exactly. It's not like AEW fans absolutely despise the man and they never want to see his face ever again, or he left under, so he left on bad terms. He left AEW and it's fine. He left to come to WWE to win the world championship. But there is that fact, man, that he was getting his ass booed and he left. And you can play on things like that, man. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just little stuff like that. It's so easy with Cody, dude. It's so easy with Cody to sit there and poke fun at him, and with Roman Reigns too. With the run he's on now, this should be peak cockiness, and he should just be fucking going at Cody, saying everything. Like I said, have this motherfucker, bring Cody Rhodes a replica Intercontinental Championship and tell him, I gift you this one because you're not going to be able to take these ones. So I'll give you this, man. And have him give him the old fucking white IC title that he carried around once upon a time. I mean, it is good shit, man. I mean, it is golden shit. And I'm coming up with this stuff sitting in my fucking chair, man. I mean, come on, man. It is not hard whatsoever.
One of those fucking little fucking like nose broke masks that he was wearing and shit. Fucking have some fun with it, man.
Seriously, give him the Stardust jumpsuit or something like that, man. I mean, make fun of Cody Rhodes. Make fun of him, man. Please stop making this about his father. But like I said, the beginning of the promo, Cody Rhodes didn't mention his dad at all. Cody Rhodes mentioned things in his career that are fucking dope. He talked about how it was impossible to to come out of Legacy. He talked about how it was impossible to sell out 10,000 seats with a couple of his indie buddies, and I love how Roman Reigns kind of gave him a little smile and a nod there. So you love the respect from Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
But I mean, man, like they Cody Rhodes was saying some good stuff, man, and then as soon as Roman grabbed the mic, and started talking about Dusty, it went down a little bit, man, for me. But I will say this, man. Roman asking Cody, have you ever fought for one of those? Have you even ever main evented a WrestleMania? Stuff like that is kind of stuff that's fucking good. Cause you're taking digs at Cody Rhodes. You're not talking about, you're not trying to get in his head through his father. You know what I mean?
Have Roman jokingly request that they add a stipulation to where if he loses at Mania, he can't face for the WWE title ever again.
Yes.
Shit like that, man. Have fun with it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It is
Fuck with Cody, man. That's how you...
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very easy stuff. It's very easy stuff, especially with Cody. So, Rich Peterson says, I think the story build-up got disrupted with the Sami feud, maybe. I'm not really feeling that, especially because after the Elimination Chamber, it kind of just became about Sami Zayn messing around with Jimmy and Solo. and you know, as they
Yeah.
were waiting for Jay. But I will say, I do like the way they're going here, especially at the end of the Raw, where you see Cody Rhodes come out to help Sami Zayn, and then you know they're gonna involve Kevin Owens to that mix. So I like how they're kind of assembling something of like a Suicide Squad to take down the Bloodline. And it's not because they're all a faction, or it's not
Or they
because
all individually are gonna take it down.
yes, and they all know that it's a common goal, common goal. These guys, well, maybe Sammy and KO do, but Cody Rhodes is only out there helping Sami Zayn because he knows that
Like,
the bloodline needs to go down, man. So stuff like that, man, stuff like that. Definitely. And then stuff like that as well, man. You see Elias and Rick Boogs, telling their fucking awful, horrendous story. And you also see Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens in the background, man. So it's really interesting. And Cody is probably going to mend this fence if I'm thinking maybe he's going to talk KO into doing this thing with Sami Zayn.
exactly.
So, yeah, man. And you know what? If you want Cody Rhodes to become real buddy with Sami Zayn, you have a built-in fucking story for next year's WrestleMania when you can have this motherfucker Cody turn heel and crush Sami Zayn again. Come on, bro. It's things like
That'd be
this.
perfect.
So, and then other than that, we got Bobby Lashley, who Bobby Lashley was attacked by Uncle Howdy, and he went to spear him. He gave him his little like choke slam thing, that sick ass movie does, where he like holds their stomach and like choke slams them. Real cool. He gave him that, and he was about to spear him. Lights went out. Uncle Howdy was gone. Although I don't like how there has been like little to no Bray Wyatt inclusion for this, at least thus far. Bobby Lashley, I think, has been pretty good. I like his level of seriousness in all of this. I like how he wants Bray Wyatt to just come to him face to face, man to man, no bullshit, no nothing. So once we see Bray, I'll definitely be able to form a better opinion on this. But I mean, as of now, I like the work that Bobby Lashley has been doing. But the stuff from Bray Wyatt, man, I mean, stop playing fucking video package, bro. Who's booking this shit? Tony Khan? I mean, what are we just fucking seeing constant video packages? Get Bray out there. Have Bray's so good on the mic, and Bray's so intense, mixed with Bobby's intensity. Come on, bro. You really have something good on your hands.
Exactly. Like, that's Bray's best attribute. Is his in-ring promos, man. Don't just delegate him to these fucking little vignettes and videos and whatever, man. Have him do what he does best, man. Go out there and talk. Face to face directly, whether to the fans or Lashley.
Yes, and what's one of Bray's other outstanding attributes? His intensity in and out of the ring. Bobby Lashley, what's one of his best what's one of his best attributes? His intensity in and outside of the ring. You really got something good here, man. You just gotta slow it down with all this Uncle Howdy shit, and God, I really don't want to see. I just want this fucking group to be just people. I just want this group to be fucking people. I don't want them to be pigs. I don't want them to be fucking buzzards. I don't want them to be witches. I just want them to be a fucking cult.
Yeah, just a cult of cool, interesting, weird people. That's what they can be, and that's what they should be, man. I don't want to see them as fucking identities. I want to see them as Alice.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to see fucking Bo Dallas as some guy wearing a top hat. Uncle Howdy needs to be the 7th to overlook the 6th. Bray Wyatt, Vincent, Dutch, Bo, Eric Rowan, and Alexa Bliss, the Wyatt Six, or if you want to even take Alexa Bliss out of there and you could just make Uncle Howdy the sixth member but never have him be there. You know what I mean? Do stuff like that, man. Do stuff like that. I'm tired of seeing people dress up in all these fucking costumes and shit like this, man. I mean, God, I just miss grounded Bray Wyatt sometimes. I really do. Little too theatrical, and I love Bray just as much as you know, any Bray Wyatt fan. But man, I mean, come on.
Literally, man, it's like, dude, that's where he shined. That's what made the cult leader gimmick so special. Because it was legit. That was some legit ass shit. He felt like just a creepy motherfucker from the woods that had a creepy little cult. That and the theatrical shit that he did back in the day was just cool, interesting, real lifestyle shit. Like that reporter that went to the Wyatt family house is
Oh my
literally just
God.
some dude with a camera in his hick ass rundown house getting his ass fucking probably murdered. I think that's what happened like at the end of that little like video thing where he got attacked or something. Like that's the shit I want to see. I'll never forget the shot of you just see Eric Rowan fucking in the field just cutting wood in the fucking sheet mask being all fucking creepy.
And then
Like
he just
that's cool
stares at the
shit.
guy.
That
Oh, that was
oh my
sick.
god. When he turned around and just did that like fast like Jason stare at his ass,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
shit was heat. That's the cool theatrical shit I want to see. I don't want to see this teleportation. I don't want to see this fucking magic. I don't want to see the fucking force. I just want to see some creepy people doing some creepy shit. That's all I want to see.
never forget Luke Harper telling the guy, "Don't stray." Oh, bro.
Dude, that's the
Ooh.
fucking coolest line ever, man. And then the fucking dude peeked his head on the door, and you could just hear Bray Wyatt just in some talking to somebody through the door. Oh, dude, it was so good.
Good shit, man. Good shit. Yeah, man. So, other than that on SmackDown, dude, we just got LA Knight just continuing to get over, and Solo Sikoa beating Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn, I believe he was distracted here a little bit by Jimmy Uso. So, um, Monday Night Raw or
Roll.
Monday Night Roll, as AJ Styles would say. Um, so the show opened up with a match. Take that, Vince. Take that. Um, and then
Hey, bro.
I swear, he and it was actually a pretty lengthy match too. And then we got another pretty lengthy match. In not super lengthy, but you know, in Vince McMahon terms, lengthy. So, we got Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens. Um, this match ended in a DQ because of Jimmy Uso. They went to beat up Kevin Owens and they went to put him through the announce table. Yeah, definitely. Triple H showing Vince how it's done. Absolutely. This man was on tip-top shape tonight. Trying to show this motherfucker that we do not need him back. So Solo jumps on the barricade to run across and give a splash to Kevin Owens through the table. Sami Zayn comes out, starts attacking Jimmy and Solo. He runs both of them off with a chair. He gets in the ring with Kevin Owens and he extends his hand to help KO, up. And Owens rolls out of the ring. Damn.
Shit. Fucking brutal, man. That is one element about this story, although, like we always have said, this wasn't our preferred path, man, but I like how they're telling it, man. Okay, it's not just gonna be Sammy and KO being buddy-buddy again. They kind of don't want to be friends at this point because they kind of just fucked each other over so much, but they're gonna realize they're gonna have to. I like it.
Definitely. Definitely. And I love the pushback from Kevin Owens. It reminds me of the amazing story that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins told in 2017. Beautiful,
Mhm.
beautiful
Yeah,
fucking story.
I love that shit. Hell yeah, man.
So, yes, so that was that. Next up, we got Bobby Lashley in the back, and he says, Bray Wyatt, I'm done with your kid games. He says, I thought if I showed up to your house and invited you to come face, this is the kind of stuff I love about Bobby Lashley in this feud. He says, I invited you, or no, he says, I came to your house, stood in the middle of your ring, and invited you out to the ring, and all you do is send a guy with a mask out there. I like it.
Hell yeah.
I like
That's the
it.
shit I like, man.
So he says, all you do is send a guy with a mask out. He says, what kind of man does that make you? And what's it going to take for you to be a man and face me face to face, as we see Bray Wyatt logos in the back, in the Trons and behind Bobby Lashley, flickering or whatever. So that was that, man. Again, no complaints from Bobby Lashley in this feud whatsoever. In fact, I like more and more I hear Bobby Lashley get pissed, and the more he's getting pissed at Bray Wyatt, the more I'm loving them going this direction. If, in my opinion, I love the anger it's bringing out of Bobby Lashley. This is when Bobby is at his best. So this is nice to see.
Exactly, man. I really like how they're doing it on the Bobby side, man. He's annoyed, he's angry, and he just wants to fight, man. He just wants to have some competition, man, and I like the way it's going, man, in terms of the Bobby side.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Carmella. Carmella was out there with Chelsea Green. Carmella was out there with Chelsea. I can't even. Oh, duh. It was Bianca Belair she was facing. She was facing Bianca Belair. She was out there with Chelsea Green as these two are becoming friends for their hatred of Adam Pearce. So Bianca ends up beating Carmella. Interesting. Rich says he just seen a rumor that Vince was there to see Cena. He wasn't expected to be there per rumors. Interesting. Yeah. Hopefully by
Yeah,
Friday we have
I
a
heard that was,
Well, that's good. If
well,
that is the reason, but we all know how
well,
Vince works. He's gonna get curious. Curiosity killed the cat.
oh yeah. I don't even think it's really curiosity. I think it's just like in a way of covering it up. Like, yeah, I'm there for Cena, but I wanna stake the place out while
Right.
I visit Cena, quote unquote, get a feel of what I gotta change, per Vince McMahon's mind.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Yeah, I could absolutely see that. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So, um, yeah, Bray Wyatt. Or not. Sorry, not Bray Wyatt. Yeah. So, so, yes. Chelsea, or sorry, Carmella loses to Bianca. Her and Chelsea are in the ring, beating up Bianca, and Asuka comes out there, sprays mist in Chelsea's face, and that was it, man. As Bianca and Asuka kind of had a little stare down ahead of their match in however many days. I believe it 26 and 27 days left for each night of WrestleMania, man. So yeah, man. We probably, I mean, at this point, we definitely got, at this point, man, we got three more Raws. Three more Raws
Right.
until WrestleMania, man. So, well, I feel like it's 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more Raws next week. 3 weeks away. Yeah, and then the 27th is the go home show, man. So very, very interesting, man. Also, next we got actually some intriguing television on the screen. We got Kevin Owens. We got Sami Zayn going up to Kevin Owens in the back, and him telling KO, you know, we don't have to, we don't have to be best friends. We don't have to ride together. Hell, we don't even have to team. But I need you just to listen to me, and I need you to hear what I'm saying and listen to me on this one topic. He asks Kevin, he says, do you see what I'm saying here? Yes, you can fight them by yourself, but together we can not only fight them, but bring them down. And Sami says, I know. Sami says, I know. I was in the group. Kevin Owens says, yeah, I know you were in the group. And do you also know what happened the last time we were in this arena? You pledged your allegiance to the bloodline at my expense in War Games. So the arena was bringing up some bad memories for these two, man. I like how they paid attention to detail on that. And he says to Sami, so yes, I do remember you were in the bloodline. I also remember you pledging your allegiance at my expense to the bloodline. And he says, I've been fighting these guys for the past 8 months by myself. Even longer than that. I mean, even in the beginning of Roman Reigns' title reign. So, and after he said that, man, Sami just did not know what to say, man. He just walked away. As Kevin kind of looked at him, and you could tell he didn't make it obvious at all, but you could, just by looking at his face, you could tell like there's a little bit of guilt in there. He kind of feels a little bad for saying that to him.
Definitely, man. I like the way it's going, man, and the fact that, Sami is like, we don't even have to team. They could be going down a favorable path. Because one thing I'm still thinking about, if they do go down the tag route, who the fuck faces Solo Sikoa and takes him down, or at least distracts him that weekend? You know what I mean?
That's interesting. I definitely think...
Because, like...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Oh, no, go ahead. I was basically done.
Damn. I don't even know what the hell I was going to say, to be honest. I was just about to say shit.
Same shit.
Yeah, man, but I definitely think, KO is going to warm up to him, especially now that Jay turned. Yeah. I definitely think we will be getting the tag match, but oh my God, you know what I just thought about? Who better to take the tag team championships off Sami and Kevin than another pair of best friends? Get who I'm hinting at?
Why?
Mm-hmm. A pair of friends that is gonna do it themselves. Ooh.
Yeah, I just said DIY.
DIY, man. Ooh. That shit would be heat. That shit, yes.
Do it even better, because obviously, story, they have a deep. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was done. Oh God, I hope I'm not on a delay for you.
I think you might be. I think you might be, but yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
Yeah, man. So, oh God, fuck, no, God, no, Logan, no, not that pair of best friends, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Oh man, ugh. Please don't ever put that image in my head ever again. But yeah, man. So Yes, that would be pretty cool. But yes, I love the way this is going. That will bring the tag division. Yes, bro. Sami and Kevin Owens versus DIY. Who fucking
That sounds
better?
fire.
Yes, bro. Who better to take the titles from Sami and KO than Johnny and Tommaso Ciampa? Ooh, that shit would be fire, man. It really would.
Well, hell yeah.
So yeah, man. Logan Paul is out in the ring with Seth Rollins, and Logan Paul starts cutting his heel promo, man. I like him as a heel. I think that definitely fits him better than being a babyface, because the kind of promos we were getting from Logan Paul as a babyface was him telling Roman Reigns, if Roman Reigns is the head of the table, then he is the table.
Bro
Huh?
really said he was the table, bro. I even he was like, "Oh, dude, that." You could see on his face. What the fuck was that line?
You're the table? What? What? The fuck? So
I thought that was heat in the moment.
I swear, bro thought he was saying some hard shit, man. He did not. So Logan was in the ring and he said, do you hate me because I did in 1 year what you did in 20?" And then he ended up telling Seth, if I were me, I would hate me, or if I were you, I would hate me too. I'm dead. Sean,
That's
like,
amazing.
that's hilarious. I am the table.
Hug.
So the crowd starts chanting, "Fuck you, Logan." And
I like
WWE did not mute it.
Look at that, man. Look at that. I like to see that.
Amazing. Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff from this crowd, and Logan was embracing it. He was messing with the crowd, as Seth Rollins said, "No, we don't hate you for any of those reasons. We hate you because you are the scum of the earth. You are a troll." He ended up calling him like a fraud, and he ended up calling him like a scammer or something like that. And I was like, damn.
Damn.
They panned the camera on Logan, and he was just like, damn. He was like, damn. All right, he fucking got me there. So the Miz tells Seth said, "I'm ready to fight right now." Logan said, "No, I'm not going to fight in Boston." Logan said, "I am a premium act, so I will wrestle in premium locations with a little more star power." And he looked at the WrestleMania sign. Miz said, "Oh, I can make this happen." Seth Rollins fucking actually made me LOL here. He says, "Yeah, Mike, you gonna make that happen? All right, go make it happen." And he grabs him by the back of his head and fucking throws him out the ring. It was so funny. It was so funny. "Yeah, Mike, you gonna make that happen?" And he fucking throws him out of the ring. Seth and Logan start fighting, and Miz comes in to pull him off. Seth then starts hitting the Miz, and then Logan lays him out with the right hand that he has. I think he has like screws in it or something like that from a hand surgery that he's had, and it knocks Seth clean out. And he told him something like "see you at WrestleMania" or something like that. And then later in the night, it did get confirmed: Seth Rollins and Logan Paul at WrestleMania 39. I will say this, a lot of people were shitting on this feud, man. They're doing the best with what they have.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely. Although, obviously, I've said this multiple times. It's
Absolutely.
not what I would have booked for Seth at Mania. The way they're doing it ain't bad at all. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Me neither, man. Me neither. They really are making the best with what they have here, and my God, if this isn't another reason as to why Seth Rollins shouldn't be a should be a world champ, if this isn't another reason why he shouldn't be why he should be world champion in 2023, I don't know what is, man. I mean, this man is absolutely knocking everything you give him out of the park, man. Everything. You give him
Exactly.
You give him fucking Miz, he's going to knock it out the park. You give him an Elimination Chamber match, he's going to knock it out the park. You give him this, he's going to knock it out the park. You give him that, he's going to knock it out the park. You give him Logan Paul, and he managed to put on a pretty fucking good segment where it almost seems like Seth Rollins is defending the wrestling fans from outsiders, and it is a very cool thing he's got going on, man, and Seth is great.
Hell yeah, man. So what you're saying is Logan Paul could be a freelancer on his own?
I don't want to think about that fucking group right now, man. Oh, we gotta see them on Wednesday with Ruby, bro.
Can't fucking wait.
I can.
Freelancer.
I can
Let's
fucking.
go.
Oh my god, I can wait. I can wait so
Yeah,
long.
they get a freelancer shirt. Oh man, imagine that's what we get in the fucking AEW crate.
I'm canceling my
And then-
subscription.
What's the next thing gonna be? What's the next pay-per-view? What's the last one they did?
I believe this is the Revolution crate we're getting.
Okay, so is it based off of this Revolution?
Yes.
Maybe I actually might get a freelancer thing, to be honest. I could see it.
I wouldn't mind like a Ruby, or like I could see maybe like a Hangman, or I could see a House of Black.
I would love a House of Black one, actually.
I could see a House of Black, and I could see maybe like a Wardlow or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Danielson or MJF.
Mhm.
I could see MJF.
I could really see MJF. I think there's a lot of good options for this one.
Yeah, let me.
When is that?
April.
Okay. Okay. We're not that far from it.
So yeah, we're about a month away. And this month, yes, it ships April 7th, and the exclusive people for this crate are Bryan Danielson, FTR, Chris Jericho, Danhausen, Claudio Castagnoli, Ruby Soho, John Moxley, and the Best Friends. But the Best Friends are last, so they're probably not getting the t-shirt. It's probably anybody that's near the front of the list. Danielson, FTR, Chris Jericho, Danhausen.
They just did FTR, so I don't know if they're
FTR, yeah, no.
I could see them being in the Double or Nothing one for the next one, but I don't think they'll be in this one. So, it's interesting.
I could see Danielson and Jericho.
Yeah, I could see that one. I could definitely see that one. Danielson will be really cool. I wonder what they come up with for him. Like a Dragon-esque design, that could be really cool.
Definitely. Yeah, should be pretty cool, man. Should be pretty cool. But the fucking guns.
God,
Make me want to
no,
fucking
please.
grab a gun to my fucking head. If we Dude, Logan, bro. Look, if you get the Danhausen shirt, we need you on stream wearing it at least once.
Exactly, man. We gotta see it. We gotta see you rock that heat.
Yeah, if I get a Danhausen shirt, that's gonna be like my fucking lawn mowing shirt or something. One of my fucking
Work
garbage.
shirt.
Yeah, a fucking work shirt I go fucking play basketball in or something. So Omos lays waste to Dolph Ziggler.
Damn. Fucking Ziggler, man. That
Dude,
poor guy.
if I get a freelancer shirt, man, I'm wearing that shit all the fucking time, man. You guys already know what's up.
I ain't never taken that freelancer shirt off, man. Oh, it'll probably be like a spray paint design. There'll
Oh,
probably be a spray paint L on there somewhere. Oh, it'll be fucking heat.
dude,
Just a big spray painted L on the back of it.
I'm wearing it, dude. I'm wearing it. I swear I will.
Just wearing a shirt with just a big ass L on it.
This is fucking garbage shirt. So, yeah, man. Piper Niven, squashes pretty quickly Nikki Cross. John Cena.
Hey, the GOAT.
John Cena, yes, the greatest of all time, the greatest to ever do it. John Cena and Austin Theory. Well, John Cena went out to the ring. Austin Theory did not give him any amount of time at all to talk. Austin told Cena, he came out there. Cena didn't even get a word out. He told Cena, he said, you are, I'm not going to come out here and disrespect you. You are, I was inspired by you. There would be no Austin Theory if there was no John Cena. In fact, I have a gift for you, and I'm going to give you a match against me for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Cena said no. He said no. He said, I don't need that match with you. I don't need that match with you because nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. You come out here and you are in your ruthless aggression stage. My ruthless, he said the ruthless aggression stage almost got me fired.
Right.
Listen, John, I don't know if Austin Theory's in his ruthless aggression stage. I wouldn't do him that dirty. I would say he's a little better in the ruthless aggression stage, but I get where you're going, man. I get where you're going. You're trying to step on the little man's ego. So,
Exactly.
So he said, you're in your ruthless aggression stage. Do you think I want to face you? Do you think I want to face a guy that they have to pipe in crowd noises during his matches because nobody cares? I was like, damn. Okay. So
that's why we love
this is
shit.
Yes, this is exactly why we fucking love John Cena. So he tells Austin Theory, he says, if you lose that match, all of this is done for you. And if you win that match, all of this is done for you. And if you win, yeah, you might still have your U.S. championship, but you're going to have to come out here the next night, just you. You're not going to have me to lean on. You're not going to have anybody to lean on. And he tells Austin Theory, he says, you have one of the best names in WWE history, Austin Theory. And it is because you are exactly that. You are a theory. What if, and then he just started naming what if scenarios in Austin Theory's career, and I was like, damn, bro. John Cena and Austin Theory is fucking fire already. This was a match I think absolutely nobody had a problem with. And actually, I kind of like it for the U.S. title. The U.S. title is getting a fucking amazing spotlight right now. Amazing.
That is true. I think it would have been good either way, man. Either if it was off Theory and doing something completely different, and if it is on Theory, which it is, it kind of gets elevated by the involvement of John Cena.
Yes, absolutely. So, although it would have been nice to, give a U.S. title match to somebody else, I think going out of Mania, I think John Cena has added a great, I think he's going to add a great elevation for the title and put a lot of spotlight on it, and it makes the title look really important. So I'm cool with it either way. Although I think my preferred option would be to see the likes of maybe like Johnny versus Bronson, or Johnny versus Bronson versus Seth, something along them lines. But Austin Theory, bro, I mean, he grew up as a huge John Cena fan. I grew up as a John Cena fan, bro. I mean, this is literally the John Cena fan's dream, bro. So he's living it, dude, and I'm so fucking happy for him. He's done a great job, and this is only gonna get better, man.
Definitely, man, definitely. And I think with the U.S. title situation, it goes both ways. 'Cause I think the roster would have benefited from, having the U.S. title, not on Theory during this, but I think the title definitely benefits from being in this feud, man. So, and although I would say I would definitely have preferred the title off Theory for this match, I'm not mad at it that it is.
Yeah. Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable. So maybe you would say, in the Vince McMahon era, we would just get a match like this for no fucking reason whatsoever. Well, here, there was a little. Triple H put a little bit of story behind this, man. The story was Maxine Dupree. Baron Corbin was, looking for something to do, being that he's being booked into oblivion right now. And he was asked by Maxine Dupree to take out Gable so she can capitalize on Otis. And she told Corbin that if he were to be successful, then she might possibly take him on as a client.
What could be his fucking goofy ass name? Baron?
Corbin?
Corbin.
Head ass.
He is Corbin head ass. That could be a good one, man. But I like how they gave a little bit of story to this little exhibition match. It pairs nicely with the overall story of them trying to get Otis. So I like it, man. It's not
I like
bad.
Otis, man.
I'm digging Otis.
It's fucking funny, bro. Just calling him Otis is fucking hilarious. So, Baron Corbin got tapped out in 2 minutes. This was his attempt to fucking stop Chad Gable.
Fucking dork, man. Oh, look at that.
Yes. I was just going to say, I was just reading one of the comments. Yes, I believe most of the people do know I did have the chance of meeting John Cena, man. So, awesome moment. One of the best moments of my life.
Hell yeah, man. Awesome. And I like how during the storyline with, Otis, most likely, if I'm a betting man, he'll leave for Maximum Male Models, man. I like how they aren't making Gable look like an idiot during it. He's kind of, making everybody laugh because, at first he thought Maxine was talking about him and shit. But in the ring, he's still showing out that he's fucking great.
Definitely. So, Rich says, do you guys think Corbin is going to transfer to the Lone Wolf? It just feels like they are. Yes, I absolutely think he's going to go back to the Lone Wolf. And I also think if Baron Corbin's contract is up, I could honestly see him stepping away from... Now, we don't know. It's just, we don't know anything. This is just me talking. If Baron Corbin's deal is up anytime soon, I could maybe see him stepping away from wrestling for a little bit, or if they're doing any kind of budget cuts, I could maybe even see them getting rid of him for the time being, because the audience is just so accustomed to this guy being a loser that it's kind of hard for people to come back to whatever the hell it is you want them to catch on to. So I think maybe it would benefit if for him also to maybe step away for a little bit. But if he didn't want to do that, and I mean that, like I said, it's just me talking. That's not any kind of rumor or anything like that. But if you're going to do anything to try to get him back to at least an ounce of what he was, the Lone Wolf is the way to do it, and that's it. Give him I Bring the Darkness back, or end of, what was that song called? End of Days.
I think it was called End of Days.
Yeah, the Jim Johnston's last masterpiece. Yeah, give him that back, and you got, and you can again have him as a solid mid card act, but well, you never know, man.
Definitely, man. Yeah, you never know what you could do with him, man. I hope they go down a good route, though.
Definitely, man, definitely. Um, Next up we have Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor. Okay, Triple
Look
H,
at
you
that.
show him, man. You fucking show him. Um, Johnny Gargano and Finn Balor put on a great match on this edition of Monday Night Raw. Johnny came out there with Dexter with that fucking garbage theme song. He came
Oh,
out.
dude,
He,
that's
oh,
so bad.
dude.
Give me. Oh, dude, ruining the fucking theme song, man. What is that? That is a fucking disgrace.
Oh my god, horrendous, fucking horrendous. Finn Balor was about to hit the coup de grace, man, and Edge's music hit. Judgment Day ran up the ramp to meet him. Edge came from the crowd, pushed Finn Balor off of the apron. Johnny rolled under the bottom rope and was able to hit him with the one final beat, the DDT, man, and he won the match. He won the match, man. Johnny Gargano beat Finn Balor here with the assist from Edge. Later in the night, Edge would be stopped on his way out of the building and asked, "What is going on with you and Finn?" And Edge said a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, Finn Balor cost me a match that I shouldn't have lost. Tonight, no disrespect to Johnny Gargano, but I cost Finn Balor a match that he shouldn't have lost. And next week, I'm going to be in the middle of that ring alone, and I'll see you there. And, next week, we're going to get the confirmation for the Hell in a Cell. He says, this is taking a toll on both of our careers at this point, and neither of us are fine with it. So I'll see you next week, pretty much is what he told him, man. And, hey, man, I'm all for it.
Definitely, man. Definitely sounds very interesting, man. I like the way they're going with that storyline, man. I can't wait to see that demon. Ooh, I can't wait. I hope they do it.
Me too, dude. Me too. So next we have Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus in the ring. This was no more than Damage Control coming out there. Trish Stratus challenging them to a match at WrestleMania. Bayley accepted as the other two members. I don't know why the other two members always look so fucking scared, but the other two members always look at Bayley. Every time Bayley accepts a challenge, they look at Bayley like they're not professional wrestlers. They just look at Bayley like, "Whoa, why'd you do that?" Like, what? What?
They look at her like they're not a fucking group, man. Like, you're a group. You fight together. You, if one accepts a challenge, even though you like it or not, you all accept the challenge, man. So might as well embrace the fight. Man, Damage Control, man. It sucks to see that group be such a dud, man. It sucks.
This group had so much promise. This group
Mm-hmm.
had so much promise, and man, I don't know, but we are where we are, and there's no going back now. The group is dead in the water.
Exactly.
I would be all for this fucking group splitting up in the draft. I really, really would. Um, so
Same.
so that was that, and then we got the official confirmation, and then in the main event, we seen Sami Zayn versus Jimmy Uso. Sami Zayn ended up winning the match by a roll-up because Jimmy was distracted because Jay came out there and was on the announce table. Sami ended up winning. Jay got into the ring, grabbed Jimmy's shirt, and was kind of just looking at him. And he walked past him, He walked past him, and he walks up to Sami, and he says, "I trust you. I'm with you." Sami and Jay hugged. Sami and Jay hugged as Jimmy dropped to his knees. He was so hurt by this as they threw up the ones, and then Jay just like slowly backs up, and you could see it coming from a mile away.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just slowly backs up as Sami's sitting there just looking. Jay Uso super kicks Sami Zayn on the March 6th edition of Dynamite of Monday Night Raw. Fucking JR. He super kicks Sami Zayn and turns on Sami Zayn on the March 6th edition of Monday Night Raw. Weird. Really weird. Again, why do I think this happened? I think Triple H wanted to put on a kick-ass show for Vince McMahon. Why did they not do this in Montreal? That's my other question. You know, so is this Jey Uso fully aligning himself back with the bloodline? Yes and no. There's a connection to his brothers. There's a disconnect with his cousin, the head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns. There's a disconnect there. Jimmy was given a task. If you don't get Jay back in the bloodline by this Friday, there will be consequences for you. Jay does not want to see his brother go through what he went through. So, I feel like he's doing this just so his brother doesn't get the absolute piss beat out of him. I feel that's what he's doing this for. And if so, you're telling a really good job with Jey Uso to the point where when Roman Reigns goes away, forget The Rock. WrestleMania 40, we need to see Jey Uso versus Roman fucking Reigns. And
exactly.
yes, and Jey Uso needs to win that match. And, you know, I think we could be cooking with some serious fucking sauce here, man. I mean, I feel that is why Jay did this. And if that's the case, they're telling a great story. They're telling a really good story here. Sure, are there ways you could have did it differently? Yes, but it also made sense in the terms of he's trying to save his brother's ass, and he really does not want to go back to this fucking group, and he really does love Sami, but he's simply just doing this because he does not want to see his brother get the absolute piss beat out of him. I mean, look at what happened when Roman hit Jimmy in the Hell in a Cell in 2020. Roman beat the absolute piss out of Jay, but the second he touched Jimmy, Jay gave up. He didn't want to see his brother. He doesn't want to see his brother hurt. So if that's the case, and that is the case, I really love where they're going here, and I like how they made it make sense. I don't think the problem here is with. I think the only reason Jay turned on Sami is to give Roman the belief that the Sami Zayn problem is gone, even though it's not, because now Sami is going to be really pissed, and now they're going to take the tag team titles from him. But overall, they're telling a really good story, and I will say, we talked about this probably about 20-30 minutes ago, but we talked about how great of a story Ambrose and Rollins. Ambrose and Rollins, when they finally did the Shield fist bump, there was 2 weeks to the pay-per-view, so you really only had the go-home show, and then you were at the pay-per-view. We're doing the turn now, so we have an entire month to build Sami and the Usos and Kevin Owens slotting himself into this eventually. And it's going to be really good.
Definitely, man. I like where they're going with this, man. I definitely think your theory of why is very true. He did it for Jimmy and Solo and got in association. He did it for his brothers, man, because he 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 has the same loyalty that he has that for his brothers that Sammy had for him, and he's just showing that same loyalty to his own brothers so they don't get their ass whooped. And I like that a lot, man. I think on Friday it's going to be real interesting because I have a feeling Roman's going to be happy of what happened tonight, but Jay won't, man, and Jay won't really want to be talking to Roman himself, man. So I like where this is going, man. Again, it's not my preferred path for the storyline overall, but it's the path they went down, and I think the way they're going down it is very good, man. I think they're doing it well, man.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So yeah, yeah, man, I really like this. I really like this a lot, man. I really like kind of what they did here and how they're making sense out of all this. And I will say, I do think that I do think whenever Sami Zayn wins a world championship, we need to see the Usos come out there and greet him and kind of,
Definitely.
have that moment that they all wanted to have. But because of Roman and because Jay does not want to see his brother get the piss beaten out of him, they weren't able to have it. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be really nice. However, my only complaint here, why didn't you do this on a bigger stage? I mean, in terms of Monday Night Raws, this is, as big as it gets. Boston, TD Garden, this is a huge venue. At least you're not doing this shit in fucking Lafayette, Louisiana. But you you are doing this in a big market, and it also is a market that has a lot of history with the bloodline, so I like that.
Yeah.
I wish you would have told this kind of heartbreak, because I was heartbroken when he when he super kicked Sami. I was heartbroken, man. I was like damn, this is the end of this, I guess. So it was very heartbreaking. Why didn't you tell that in Montreal? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Exactly, man. I think that would have been the perfect fucking place for him, man.
And then later down the line,
Mm-hmm.
maybe later down the line on this edition of Monday Night Raw, you could have did the segment with Roman Reigns where Jey Uso's about to hit him, like you told at Elimination Chamber. Uh, oh, okay. I think you're back. Yes.
Man.
Why didn't you do that Jey Uso segment that you did at the Elimination Chamber in front of a Raw crowd, and then do the Jimmy turn in a place like Montreal, and then that would have even told the story even better. Jimmy, Jimmy still doesn't like Roman. He was about to hit him with the chair just like Sami did. I think you could swap the two moments out. You could have did the Jey turn at Elimination Chamber, and you could have did the Jey spot where he's thinking about hitting Roman with the chair on an episode of Monday Night Raw building to WrestleMania.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man, but that was everything, bro. That was everything.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, interesting way they're going with the story, man. Interesting.
Definitely, and I'm excited to see it. Obviously this isn't the preferred path, but we've told you guys that fucking out and about. We've been preaching that all Royal Rumble, WrestleMania season, man. But regardless, like we said to you guys, it's still gonna be good stuff, and they're telling a really good fucking story, man. They really are, and I can't bullshit you guys on that one. I am very intrigued in the Sami Zayn story, still. So, um,
Definitely, man. Definitely.
absolutely, man. So, with that, that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. Another great edition of Unscripted, the 133rd episode of the show. I hope you guys do like the little cleaned up look going on here for Unscripted, man. So, with that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of Unscripted, man. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with us, man. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys, man. And it has been always, always, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. Another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching. Button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass.